tear it down, tear it down, tear it down, tear it down, tear it down. Boosted up my cardio, I used to get to run around. I've been doing this since I had to work at mama house. Tear it down, tear it down, tear it down, tear it down, tear it down. Everybody eating this a party when I come.
The calendar may say autumn, but temperatures are still pretty sweltering here in North Florida. But the good news, the radar is clear. Still, hydration will be key today at TIAA Bank Field in Jacksonville. Today, we've got a matchup here in pivotal Week 7 between the New York Giants and the Jacksonville Jaguars. Now Jamal Agnew from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Ready.
Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence. He'll get this out to the flat for Etienne. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. That's a pickup of 11 and a first down on their first offensive play.
And they'll use him out of the backfield and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
A man coming off a washout 2021. It's Travis Etienne. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. The Jaguars at 2-4 here in the first half of the year. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
They'll roll him out right. And that is incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Hey, box run.
On third down, Lawrence. Oh, it's intercepted. He was trying to get it to Ridley. Monte Nicholson picks it. And the Giants are going to take possession of the football.
And part of why they came to this week with a winning record is that they feed off of mistakes like this. And now it's a prime opportunity, just moments in the game, to get a short field touchdown off of their big defensive play. Now, on the other side, they were already the underdog in this one. They just made their uphill battle just a little bit tougher.
And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15. 13 yards, good for a Giant first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be second down.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. And it'll be intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And the Jags are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line. Charles, one thing that he referenced to us yesterday was his confidence fitting the ball into any window, but obviously that window was a little too tight, and it was closing in a hurry.
And he was talking to us about having anticipation in making those types of throws. Down near the goal line, I don't think you can anticipate it as much as you need to see it open. You've got to be precise with your throws down here in the red zone. That one goes into double coverage, and he gets picked off.
They'll give him 4 yards there, and it'll be second down.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
So that last play gives him a little more space now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line. Straight ahead, Etienne. And he goes across the 20 to the 22. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Thanks to receivers helped spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing?
The pressure gets to Lawrence, and he'll go down. Azeez Ojulari able to record his 5th sack of the season. He probably feels like he cannot get a break. He was sacked 7 times last week. And here we go again in the first quarter.
And we always talk about the internal clock of a quarterback in the pocket and how he has to have a real keen sense of it in order to get rid of the football. After being sacked 7 times last week, that clock has been sped up.
Now Lawrence to throw. He'll get this one complete to Zay Jones. And he is going to have a Jags first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's how you shake off the interception you threw on the opening drive, come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to 2 people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Jalen Smith, the NFC's leading tackler in 2020, there on the stop defensively.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They go play action now. Lawrence out to his left. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Oh, that's good decision-making right there. Understood down and distance. Knew it wasn't 3rd down, and he still had another opportunity to earn the 1st down. Good job throwing it away and avoiding an interception.
Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. On play action, Lawrence. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Jarrad Davis in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down. Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away. Here comes Reagor. No score after 1 on EA Sports. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they are back down to the 500 mark after 2 straight losses. And Charles, this is a team that, to be frank, their play has really dropped off the last couple of weeks.
And Brandon, I think there's a sense around the building that they can't let this losing streak get any worse than it is. Because if they were to lose here and fall below 500, then you're playing catch-up the rest of the way. They've got to take a stand and make it stop right now.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
The Giants understandably want to bring Barkley back slowly from a torn ACL last season, especially after their star also picked up an early season ankle injury. In the end, the production was just under 600 yards for him in 2021. But the silver lining, it should be full speed ahead from the very first snap this season.
Give them 18 there, and the Giants have a 1st down. Throwing Jones. Once again, he finds Slayton. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
Now Jones. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. Devon Hamilton able to use that strength to get him for a loss of 2.
If we go back to the last series, remember, their coverage, a allowed them to get a turnover in the last drive, a takeaway, and that helped contribute to a sack on this one. I think maybe this quarterback's a little bit hesitant. Last time he turned it over, now he sees his zone coverage.
Under pressure again, and down he goes again. The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss.
Like the footwork back there, I thought he did a pretty good job of evading that first wave of players. Tried to buy a little extra time out of the pocket, but in the end, oh, that was a tough one.
Yeah, winds up getting buried for the loss. He's going to sling this deep downfield into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Rayshawn Jenkins picks it off, and the Jaguars are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. So they tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you've got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space. Not a skill most of them possess that allows for extra yardage on the return.
Quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Lawrence going to keep it again. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So it's the big left tackle who gets tagged with a hold.
And sometimes you're actually executing the block well, and he starts to slip off of you, and instinctively you reach out and grab him. And when it's done like that, it's often seen by the official and called.
Now after the holding call, here's 2nd and 20. From the gun, it's Lawrence. And that'll be incomplete.
But there's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and forever. Here's Lawrence to throw. They'll try and set up the screen to Etienne. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 11, he goes down. So that'll go as a 4-yard loss on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. So a good punt there, but a very strong 14-yard return. And the Giants will begin this drive in good shape. 1st and 10. Game clock at 2:01. Time for one final play before the 2-minute warning. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And they get Jones for the 3rd time in this ballgame. Picked off by Andre Cisco. And the Jags are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. We've seen both of these offenses still sort of in that figuring things out phase, but I suspect some action on the scoreboard soon as they start out here 1st and 10. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. To throw again on 2nd down. Lawrence finding Etienne here, catching it on the out route. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A 14-yard first down pickup for the Jaguars.
Well, they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
Man open, here is Jones. And he's going to get this down near the 25. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Looking to throw, Lawrence. He'll find Jones again, complete. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Zay Jones, his second touchdown on the season. And the Jaguars will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And Reagor will not return it, so it'll come out to the 25 on the touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And with just under a minute to go, they might try to think about mounting a drive here if they can and get in the end zone. Could potentially tie this game up. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
Yeah, interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. Throwing again on second down. Jones, he'll get this complete to Jalen Reagor. And they're going to get this up to midfield. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands but could not hang on.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air, and defensively, they were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's going to try and go deep again. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Tyson Campbell. And the Jaguars will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. Well, CD, when you mentioned earlier about spreading the ball around in this game, I don't think you mentioned the guys in the other uniform. With 4 interceptions here in the first half, and several different guys have picked him off.
Yeah, instead of analyzing what's going wrong with him, throwing the football, while we look at the defense, they came in prepared. Had an excellent game plan, well scouted, and they're taking it away at almost every turn.
The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1.
Let's go. Hey, right 7. Hey, exit. Start.
Looking to throw again on second down. Lawrence dancing to his left. Lawrence hit and the ball is free, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Great vision there by Lawrence as he scrambles for a first down. You can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. Here's Lawrence. That's into a crowd and intercepted. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando, that's where we check in with a coach and our EA Sports Halftime Report. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Giants set to get the football, and they trail here as we get back underway in the second half. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter three.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game. Now they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass.
And now here's another interception. Picked up by Tyson Campbell. And the Jags are going to have it here at their own 15.
And that has to be a little bit discouraging, because after all their halftime talk, adjustments, and points of emphasis, their first drive ends with an interception. Absolutely aggravating if you're a head coach, because you spent all that time gone through every situation.
And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up second.
This defense coming out after the half, and if that plays any indicator, Charles, maybe a little refreshed and refocused here for quarters 3 and 4.
Yeah, they did really well on that one. That's exactly what they need to keep doing if they want to change their fortunes in this game.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17.
Now Lawrence.
This one complete to Christian Kirk. He's at the 40. Past the 20. Touchdown, Jaguars. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play you would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Operating from the gun, Jones. He finds his man. It's Robinson. And he will have a Giants first down, as that'll be a pickup of about 5 as they convert on 3rd and inches. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
Jones now on 1st and 10.
Rager catches it left side.
So just 3 yards on the completion there, and that'll make it 2nd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
This pass outright to Arcega-Whiteside. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 45-yard line. 12 yards there as they move the chains. Nothing in that first half, nothing on the last drive, but they're moving now with a 1st and 10. That's over the middle and caught by Arcega-Whiteside. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
Open man is Arcega-Whiteside.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 30. Again, he'll drop to throw. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Another good completion on the drive as the Giants have a first down.
But look what we have here, a sustained drive, and that was certainly AWOL in the first half. They really struggled to try and move the football. But right now, they certainly seem to have the formula working. Let's see if they can keep it up.
And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a second in just about a few inches here. They'll run it again with Barkley. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Saquon Barkley. His 7th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Giants are able to get a score back in the final stages of this third quarter. Gano the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive 1st and 10. So both teams trade touchdowns, and the third as we're through 3 quarters of play. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Play action. It's Lawrence. And he rifles one incomplete.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback. I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
Now Lawrence. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Jones. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. A big gain of 28 as the drive continues.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there, because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brandon, that's what you call being manhandled at the point of attack. And I know the offensive line gets a lot of blame for that one. But occasionally, the defense just knows what you're going to do. Maybe they scouted it perfectly. Maybe someone tipped it off. But on that play, it had no chance.
And he's going to be met at about the 43. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Hey, Haywood!
From the gun on 3rd down, Lawrence. He's going to let this go for the end zone. Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Evan Ingram, 43 yards. And the Jaguars are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And it's now 21-7. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Here's Reagor. He's going to bring this one out. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Now Jones throwing on first down. And they work this well upfield across the 45. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down. Operating from the gun, Jones. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Jones. Yeah, he's just throwing the ball up for grabs now. Fortunately, that one going to fall incomplete.
Trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown in. Frankly, that should have been another pick right there. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 36. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. Jones fakes the give to Barkley. That's complete to Arcega-Whiteside. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
To throw again on 2nd down. Jones trying to find Barkley on the out route, and he's got him. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. 4 yards the pickup, first down. Back to throw again. He's got this complete to Robinson. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A good pickup there, 22. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Barkley is not going anywhere. He'll be hit and dropped for no gain at the 2-yard line. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. They've got it 3rd and goal now as they try to punch in a late touchdown. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Chad Muma in there to record the 2nd sack of his young NFL career.
You can just see it in their body language. They're starting to see victory on the horizon now, and if it comes to fruition, they got to give a game ball.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Tyson Campbell. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here and maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone. That was a pretty good job defensively to hold them to a 2-yard run, but I've got to think this offensive line, they're asking their quarterback for a different type of a run, one that they rely on, one they have confidence in, one they feel like they can block.
That one looks like he'll throw here. He'll air this one out for Kirk. Oh, that's the 3rd interception for Lawrence. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And the Giants are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Now Jones. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Tyson Campbell. And the Jags are going to get it back here just shy of the 20. Charles, are you kidding me? 4 interceptions? I mean, that's a good season for a lot of defensive backs.
A lot of reason to get voted into the Pro Bowl. When you have 4 in one game, I mean, talk about a campaign slogan, right? I got 4. Send me to the Pro Bowl, guys. What a game we've experienced watching this one.
Sliding out of the pocket. On the run. He'll let this go deep right side. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Well, here's a classic second guess. I thought he had a better chance of a positive play if he just ran it himself. The coverage downfield was really good. That one falls incomplete.
On second down, a run with Etienne. And some room to maneuver. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up. Now whistles here, and I believe one of the Jaguar linemen might have moved. A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Another tote for Etienne. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Another 18-yard gain. They had 18 on the previous snap as well. So this will be a win for Jacksonville. And they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right?
I told my boss it ain't no limit. Told all my